Hi, and welcome to Lesson 24, Multiplying and Dividing Rational Expressions. All right, so the idea is we're going to be using this property of rational expressions. And you guys learned it a long time ago when you were but wee babes. When you were doing fractions, right? So you would learn something like 1/2 times 2/5, right? And you would multiply 1 times 2. You would multiply your numerator. And then you would multiply your denominator, 2 times 5. And you would get 2/10. And of course, you have to simplify that and you would get 1/5, right? So that's essentially the property that we're going to be applying to these rational expressions. So with this one, what we'll be doing is multiplying x cubed times y squared. And because there are no like terms, right, and the bases aren't the same, we're just going to write that as x cubed y squared. And now we're going to multiply 4y times x, and that's just the same thing as 4 times x times y. Real simple. And let's step it up about 5 notches here and find this product. Guys, the trick with these every single time is going to be to factor, right? So that 3x minus 6, I can factor a 3 out, and that's x minus 3 over my denominator. I can factor a 2 out, and that's going to be 2 times x plus 3. Over here in my second part of this product, in my numerator, I can factor out a 5, and that's 5. I am a sleepyhead. My bad. Sorry about that. It should be x minus 2. And over here, I can factor out a 5, and that's 5x plus 3. In my denominator, I can factor out a 2, 4 rather, and it's going to be 4x plus 2. There we are. All right, so now I'll go ahead and actually put these together, actually multiply them. I am going to multiply my 3 times my 5. That's going to give me 15. And I'm going to leave my x minus 2, x plus 3 up here as just the product of two binomials. In the bottom, in my denominator, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to multiply 4 times 2. And then I'll have my x plus 3 times x plus 2. Okay. All right, I'm going to rewrite this so that you can kind of see what's going on here. A lot of times teachers will just go ahead and say, oh, that cancels, right? I'm going to show you why, just really explicitly, rather than just saying, hey, they cancel, right? And what's going on is I can split these things up. Since it's multiplication, I can rewrite them in a different order, and I can even say, hey, that's 15/8 times x minus 2 over x plus 2 times x plus 3 over x plus 3. I can do that. It does not violate any rules of mathematics. And here we can see that this thing is equal to 1, right? And that's why a lot of times you'll do that. You'll cross it out. They'll say it cancels. And really what's going on is that there is a 1 in there. And when you multiply 1 by something, it doesn't change it at all. So my result then, what I would have is 15 times x minus 2 over 8 times x plus 2. And there you have it. So all that in between step there, you don't have to do that. You can just cancel right away when you see that you have something similar, a factor, two factors that are the same, one in your numerator and one in your denominator. You can just go ahead and eliminate them because they are equal to 1. And so that's going to be our final product. Let's move on. All right, we've learned nothing with our neighbors. So we're just going to continue on and find some products, okay? All right, I'm going to You over here. There we go. Okay, so once again, I said the secret is factoring, okay? We could multiply this out and factor at the end. Well, we're going to do at least 5 more steps if we do. If we factor first, we'll wind up actually eliminating some things because we do have some of the same factors here. I'm going to go ahead and factor the numerator of this, thinking of 2 numbers such that if I multiply them, I get -6, but if I add them, I get 1. Those numbers are 3 and 2, and this guy's got to be positive, and this one's got to be negative. Already, I can see that I have 2 factors that are the same, and I can probably eliminate them, right? All right. Well, let's go through and do all of our factoring at once. I like to do all of one step at once. It's more efficient. X squared minus 4 is difference of squares. So that factors in that way. And then I have a 2x here. All right. So when I write this out as one product, in my numerator over one product in my denominator, times 2x. You can see that I do have some things that will be eliminated because they are 1. So that's going to leave me with 2 times x plus 2, all divided by 2x. And it turns out that if I multiply the 2, right, if I distribute it throughout that, I can actually simplify this further because I don't need that little parenthesis there, sorry. I can actually write this as 2x. Actually, I can't. I can write this as 2x over x plus 4 over 2x, right? So that's going to become 1 plus 2 over x. That is reduced to lowest terms. There we go. All right. All right, guys, we are going to skip this one because of this negative exponent. We're going to deal with that. There'll be lots of time for us to deal with that when we get into exponential equations and logarithms. So that's it for that one. We'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.